Talking about hoarding at the top of the show, I was going through some stuff. I found comic books from the early 90s. I'm like, oh, cool. And then it hit me, and I was like, these comics are 20 years old.
20 years old.
You know when the time thing hits me like that? When I'm sitting there, and I'm figuring out who won the Royal Rumble 20 years ago.
Of course, it goes back to wrestling.
And then I remember when I was a kid, who won the Royal Rumble 5 years ago was like a distant memory.
Sam keeps saying, when I was a kid.
I know. He'll understand years from now that, oh, shit, I was still a kid. What happened?
Well, I guess and then
what happened?
20 years later, you're always like, well, I will be married in a couple months.
You will be married in a couple of months, and you will still watch wrestling, and you will still have
you read comic books.
An Ice Age 3 sandwich holder.
You read comic books
Ice Age
and wear
3 sandwich holder.
T-shirts.
Ice Age 3 sandwich holder.
Zombie T-shirts and comic books.
I'm not getting married.
Now that's gotta throw a monkey wrench into the relationship and the marriage that you are so into childish things, and you're supposed to be an adult getting married to a lovely woman.
I watch wrestling. He reads comic books. You play with guns. I don't understand.
Well, let me tell you. I think playing with guns, and playing is not the word. It's,
There's not, look.
If you set up shots for a new Instagram avatar, you're playing with guns.
Yeah.
Yes.
The only difference is now
if you're pointing a sniper rifle at a caged raccoon, you're playing with guns.
All right. You're allowed to buy real guns instead of toy guns. That's the difference.
If you're spying on your neighbors with a fucking high-powered optics, an optic, you're playing with guns.
All right.
We could probably come up with a whole bullet point.
I gotta agree. Then there has been some playing.
I mean, look, there has to be good cop, bad cop here, or else it's not interesting for anyone.
There has been some playing with guns, but I think that's a little better than wrestling and think you're trying to lump us all in one category when you play with a lot of childish things when you're getting married.
I am getting married in a couple months.
Yeah. Couple of months it is now?
Yeah.
What month actually?
June.
A June wedding?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you done with all the shopping stuff you got to do for weddings? What does that entail?
Yeah.
Big pain in the ass? You and the girl get in any fights?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
you
get in
have?
lots of fights, yeah.
About?
Perfect. Just what you should be doing right before you get married.
Great precursor
lots
to the
of fights.
fucking marriage.
I don't know any.
Fucking weddings are
fucking
stupid.
dumb this is.
It is dumb.
It's dumb.
It should
fucking
be all
stop
love.
it.
I don't know any.
Be like Braveheart. Just go out in the woods and marry your girl because you love her.
I haven't actually
and
met.
have her throat slit by some fucking guy. Oh, it's terrible.
I haven't met any couple that hasn't had fights during planning the wedding.
which is stupid.
And I think also at some point while planning every wedding, why wouldn't we have just eloped conversation comes up several times.
And there's no way to ever just have a small thing. It's like, you know what, we just have a couple of relatives that we really care about and maybe close friends, and then it just turns into a huge guest list.
But it'll be a very special day when it arrives.
Oh, is that it? Worth all the misery?
Mm-hmm.
There shouldn't be misery. There shouldn't be arguments. This moment that is supposed to be based in love and mutual respect and understanding, how come it's got to start with arguments?
Because you have not only two people, but you have two people's families.
And all those wrestlers.
And all the wrestlers.
That's true.
But you have everybody planning a wedding. Everybody wants to get involved, and then everybody, you know what I mean?
But now
everybody has feelings.
But now you know the fight, and you know what fighting is going to be like between you two, and it kind of makes it... kind of ruins the whole thing.
No, because I can handle it. Because you know what? This will
my mouth.
This will shut your mouth. It will bring down all your worries.
Oh,
we just got into a fight on Sunday.
Wrestling?
And then no, it wasn't wrestling.
It was about
related.
wrestling.
It was planning the wedding, and she said you're not helping, and I said so and so, and blah blah blah.
Because you're not.
Well, I'm not helping much.
Yeah.
But we got into this big fight, and then 20 minutes later, she said, hey, I think I picked that fight out of nowhere, and I don't know why I did it, and I'm sorry.
Whoa,
and then you know what I said?
Whoa!
You know what I said?
Fuck you, bitch!
I said, well, I snapped at you, and that wasn't necessary, so I'm sorry. And then everything was okay. Whoa!
Whoa! How does that work?
That's right. It
does work.
It's two mature people.
Yeah, I'm trying this now.
Who care about each other.
Yeah. It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
Instead of just fuck you under your breath saying the C word.
Because you know why? I actually like Jess.
Oh!
Yeah, I like Jess, and
I do too.
Oh, man, who doesn't?
I'm sure she's very popular.
Popular gal.
The reason I like her, probably other people find those qualities.
Do you want to know the reasons that I like her?
Why?
I didn't think you wanted to know.
Yeah, right? Wait a minute. What the fuck you open that up
fucking
for?
cuckold?
Yeah, you lunatic.
But Jess is because I haven't. It's not like I've hidden any of my habits or hobbies from her. So it's not like this is gonna shock her once we get married. That I'm this guy who doesn't want to go eat at an Indian restaurant with her ever in my life at all.
One thing I've noticed about Sam. Now I don't have much out of studio contact with the young Sam, but I have noticed Sam doesn't really crow much about the girls. You know,
he's not. He's not one to kiss and tell so much.
Well, yeah, he's not like a hot girl is out in the hallway or on the internets, and you're like, wow, that fucking look at them tits or that. You're kind of. I think Jess is pretty safe with you, or you're gay, right?
I'm heterosexual. I think Jess is safe. I think she's safe.
I don't think you're the cheating type.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Because I prefer emotional and mental stimulation.
Oh, did you ever cheat on a girl?
No.
Never. Not even those black chicks
Not
you went out with?
So you don't even know how good it feels to cheat on someone?
Oh, man. Getting away with it?
But I've also been in situations where I know that within one movement, this could turn from just flirting and two people being friends to cheating.
Oh, until docking?
To docking, yeah.
But
docking.
Yeah, but you know what,
guys.
I'm sure somebody would argue that, mentally you've already cheated.
I've had that conversation, and I'm.
Oh, God. What?
Yeah, well, emotionally,
mental cheating?
It doesn't take a penis to cheat,
That's true.
Holy 90s, 2000s bullshit.
I've been accused of mental cheating before.
Mental cheating.
Mm-hmm.
With who? Who are you cheating with? Or is that not subject for air?
Yeah, I don't think you know them anymore.
Who'd you mentally cheated with another woman?
Yes.
And this got back to Jess?
Yeah,
How?
Jess is observant. Like, she knows that, like...
Was it Cream Pie Jones?
It was Jared the Fish Boy. Yes, Cream Pie Jones. That's right.
Jones.
That's exactly right. She realized...
Cream Pie Jones.
All
you guys spend a lot of time, and free cream pies.
I'm sitting there at dinner, and I'm like, Jess, me and Jared had the greatest time, and da-da-da. And she's like, you are not even paying attention to me anymore.
Oh, man.
No, but she...
How did you emotionally, mentally cheat?
Because she noticed my attitude towards her was, like, a little colder than usual. Mm-hmm. And
colder than usual.
Yeah, I'm not a cold guy around her.
Okay. You're a warm guy?
Yeah,
the sound was a little questionable.
And that, I was not paying attention to her. And she knew who I talked to and who I was texting with and who I was...
Oh, shit. So she thought that you were not liking her as much because you were starting to go at this other one.
Because I was talking to this other chick so much.
Why were you talking to another chick? You're texting and shit?
Yeah.
So she got mad at that?
That's what, yeah. And I had to, I was like, but we're just texting.
And what did you do? You ended that text relationship because you're pussy whipped.
No, because I realized, because she was like, well, if I was doing it to you.
Does she?
How would you feel? I'd be pretty pissed.
Does she text guys?
Not like this.
What do you mean not like this? Does she text any guys?
She has texted a guy in her life.
Does she now?
She doesn't have any guy friends that are like, oh, this is just my guy friend, da-da-da.
Really?
No.
Does she play that fucking Words with Friends with guys?
No.
I think that's a fucking whole gimmick, too.
Words with Friends?
I think the words, they're like, fuck, my... pussy. It's like, what the fuck is they're texting? They're texting each other.
I've heard stories of hookups happening over. Why did I just say like Bob Kelly? I heard of hookups of people getting together from like poker websites. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So believe me, I'm sure words with friends have led to more than one encounter.
Yeah,
easily.
I've caught shit for like following people on Twitter and things like that, and then there's the double standard where. If the girl is following somebody, it's totally innocent. The guy is gay. It's this. It's a friend. But then the second you go following somebody, and then they trod through your fucking shit, they're like, "What is this? What is this?" Okay, Columbo, Leave me the fuck alone.
There's no double standards. Like if I'm like crossing the line a little bit, I'll be like, okay, you're probably right.
Boy, you are gonna have it rough when you're married.
But if I catch her doing anything that she would ever accuse me of doing,
you throw her a beating.
I sound like Donkey Kong.
Thank God he knows to give her the back of the hand.
Yeah, punch her right in her jaw. It's gonna be tough to talk to any guys that way, isn't it, Jess?
Yeah, that's pretty. And then you bust her thumb so she can't text.
That's right.
Yeah,
take the hammer out.
That's how we roll, bitches.
It's gonna be recognize.
It's gonna be tough reading all those texts when your eyes are puffed shut.
That's another thing. You gotta close her eyes.
Exactly.
Make her fucking deaf mute.
Exactly.
Yeah, you. No, you're a pussy when it comes to that. You would. Has she ever checked your phone? Has she ever picked your phone up and thumbed through?
During that time period, she did once.
And what did she find that she was upset with?
Too many text messages. But it wasn't sexual text messages. It was just too much.
Emotional, though.
Emotional.
You were bonding a little more with this person than she would have liked. So then you picked up her phone and went through it.
No.
Oh,
well, I don't know.
Now, why didn't you?
Well, because she wasn't talking to anybody.
These fucking girls, by the way, are full of shit.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what it is. When guys out there, whatever the fuck it is that you're thinking about, whatever it is that you're doing, she's doing it too.
Yes.
That's it. Period.
Yes.
There's no Mars Venus bullshit when it comes down to getting your dick wet or your pussy filled.
Right.
Everyone is the same. If I'm in a relationship and I'm talking to some girl online, I'm like, probably shouldn't be doing this. She's doing it too, thinking the same thing, probably, hopefully.
And let me tell you something. It doesn't even have to culminate in fucking. But if you're doing this flirtatious texting, why does the guy catch shit for it? And the girl could just talk to how many of her guy friends because, it's nothing, it's platonic, it's this. Bullshit.
Let me tell you a
the
fucking
thing
story.
You have to not allow to happen.
Yeah.
You have to be okay, I won't do the flirty thing, but I'm not going to catch you doing that either.
But you should have been able to look through her phone. You should have been able to look
I'm sure I could have, but I can't tell her this is wrong. Do not look through my phone ever again, and then be like, okay, now I'm going to look through your phone.
Did you tell her this is wrong? Don't look through my phone again?
Yeah.
And has she?
No.
And can she? Do you have a little block code on there?
No, because,
oh, boy.
I trust her.
You better start zipping up some loose fucking ends before you get married,
But I don't have
friend.
loose ends.
That's a loose end right there.
I trust her.
You don't have a digit code in there that you could just press that button and your phone is open to the world?
I don't have text to hide from her anymore.
Yeah.
And
what about like Jimmy was saying yesterday, when someone picks your phone up and starts thumbing through your photos? They're going to get a surprise?
No.
They don't got no Sammy cock pics on there?
No Sammy
dick pic?
Nope.
No?
I'm careful like that.
Any nudies of the girl?
Tight pubes you got, probably?
Stop fantasizing.
No nudies of the girl?
No. I cover my bases, and so does she. We're very safe, rational human beings.
How do you know she doesn't have pictures? How do you know she doesn't have those mirror shots? Those mirror shots in the bathroom. Making
that duck face.
I love a good mirror shot, though. A good one. Not the duck face, not the peace sign duck face.
I know her very well.
Fucking girls.
I've been with her
you know
for
what you fucking think
7
you
years.
did? Great.
Yeah.
Great.
What that amounts to?
You know how long I was with one of my exes for? Longer than that, buddy.
Were you living together?
Yeah, well, at times.
You probably spent too much time apart.
No, we actually spent too much time together, I think. Honestly, it was...
What happened?
With that?
Yeah.
It's too much time to know someone.
Yeah.
Like relationships, they're not, there is
they
a shelf life.
expire.
There's a shelf life. And I don't really think that it's natural for two people to enjoy each other for fucking 50 years at a time.
There is a shelf life, and it all depends like food. If you refrigerate it, it'll last longer. And refrigeration of a relationship entails things like a little romance, a little passion. Those things equal refrigeration.
Yeah, and
if
put
you
that
don't
shit in
have
the
those
freezer.
things, they're going to go bad. Yeah, the freezer is like you do things together, you're fucking passionate.
And then
if you
don't do shit
that,
for a while.
No,
I'm
relationship
saying,
will rot.
I'm agreeing with you by saying put the shit away. Like we don't have to all be lovey-dovey every fucking 5 minutes and shit. Like I don't have to sit on the couch with you for the rest of my life. Okay,
not until you're married.
We can be separate. We can have separate entities. We don't have to talk to each other non-fucking stop. And then the times that we are interacting, that's great.
Yeah,
but it doesn't have to fucking be non-stop. I was just kind of having this, so it's all fresh in my mind.
Okay, yep.
Because I understand that there are attention needs that are that everyone has. Okay, but there's also other commitments too. Like if you're a working guy, you get home, you spend all day out, you commute is an hour in, an hour back. You had your whole day, you're fucking tired, right? You got your shit you want to do on the computer, your TV, you want to play with your balls. I don't have time to fucking sit there and. Hey, let's play a fucking board game. Like, dude, I'm sorry.
Board game?
Well, whatever it is. It's just like...
No, I know. They'll say
I'm sorry.
that.
Like, one or two of those days, like, we'll do something fun. Or the weekends, obviously, there's more time. But I just fucking can't sit there.
Yeah.
Monday after Tuesday after Wednesday and do all these activities. Like, I'm sorry. Some days I'm going to come home. I ain't going to say a fucking word to you. And I'm going to be on my computer for the next 4 hours. And I hope you like it.
But you're in the wrong there. And she, though, can do whatever she wants when you sit on the couch and watch TV, because you're not going, why don't you come and sit by me? Why don't you do it? You're letting her do what she does.
Yeah, man.
And that's her time to do something. And then when you go to do something, oh, what, you're going to go down and do that? Oh, you're doing this?
Well, you know what I got last night?
What the fuck?
I got
AIDS?
I wish. Would have been glad I had some sex now. I got, oh, you done? Not. That was even too cunty. I even said that too cunty.
That's pretty snappy.
It was like, are you done? But I'm not getting it out right, because even that sounds too cunty. But I knew what it was.
But there shouldn't even be a question of whether I'm done.
It was, oh, you've been ignoring me on the computer since you got home. So are you done now? Can we fucking...
Yeah.
And it was one of those things. And like fucking Caesar Milan, I just fucking poked that bitch in the neck. And I was just like, listen, like, you have to understand... here's my head, and and that's what I'm saying about how Sam is with his chick. How it's just kind of on the table and you talk it out.
Yeah.
And it's so much better than screaming your face off or holding it in.
Does she work, your chick?
No, so that's a lot of
different.
it. Yeah,
because like Jess and me are compatible because she comes home from work after I'm home, and like we just chill.
Well, I mean, that's part of it because she's losing her mind. I suppose just being indoors, all pent up, and it's frustrating and shit. So I'm sure if there was like contact outside of the house with other people, it would be a little more tolerable. So I guess when the only person that you have is like you're either alone or with me.
Like you come home and it's playtime. And
yeah,
you're
exactly.
Like,
and I'm fucking exhausted. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. I just want to, I want to just.
You got to watch the Gilded Cage.
I want to refresh
syndrome.
the same 5 web pages over and over for the next 4 hours. I mean, that's my life.
Sometimes you get like, I'll be sitting on the couch and whatever, and then I'll get inspired to do something. I'll be like, oh, I want to check this out. I some kind of fucking camera shit or whatever, and then I'll just get up and start doing it. And it's like, oh, I thought we were gonna watch this or something. There's DVRs now. DVR, and we'll watch it at a later juncture.
Yeah, I had that one too because we were gonna watch that fucking shitty Rum Diary, Giant, and like 20 minutes in, I already fucking hated it. But like, I either got a text or something happened, and like I went into my kitchen and I'm just kind of. Taking care of whatever it was. And then, that came up last night, too. It's like, oh, we're supposed to watch the movie? And it's just like, watch the movie whenever. It doesn't fucking matter. Why do we have to watch it that time during that specific 2-hour window? Like, we could fucking watch this movie at any time.
Yeah, girls got some wacky fucking shit
let's watch it on
Saturday.
Saturday. I don't care.
Yeah. That's why Jess is great, because every girl that I was with before Jess was like that. Like, but Jess...
You don't have to sell it. It's okay. We understand you're getting married.
No. Because she doesn't mind
extolling her virtues.
She doesn't mind that I work. Like I work all the time. I'm always doing something on the computer.
Really? Here?
Not here. No. Here. This is my off time. Then I go home. And
then you go home and work.
Done. I'm editing a video or I'm doing something this or that.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care about that.
She's like, okay, I get it.
But at the same time that you guys have been together for so long, that it's there. Like we haven't been together that long,
Right.
So this is still new for her. Like for me, I've been at this for a while, so I don't even think about it,
right?
But I'm trying to. I'm trying to think about it because I know I'm not thinking about it.
You think she's just in it for the robber's fortune?
Jess?
The money?
I don't think there is a robber's fortune at the moment.
Oh, shit. I guess that helps to have the fortune.
Yeah.
If someone's going to be in it for the fortune.
And we started seeing each other when I was an intern when there was even less fortune.
Fortune.
Again, I think gross potential earnings is something that...
That's what she's gunning for?
It's a very attractive feature on me, I think.
She should just fucking go to Vegas. I think the better odds.
No, I think she likes me as a human being.
Yeah?
That's right. Like most people do.
You two do seem to get along very well when I've seen you together.
It's sickening.
Is it?
Yeah, we get along perfectly.
Well, hopefully marriage will ruin all that.
Hopefully.
Yeah, once that fucking contract is in there. Any prenups?
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
But I mean, it's like...
What if you do hit?
You can't really... I don't know what prenup I could ever get that would protect... Because we've known... She's been with me since I was an intern.
So
there's nothing...
I don't see her in here.
Yeah.
She's not in here fucking whatever you do.
But there's... Since I wouldn't
She's not putting on subpar quality radio for an hour a day after our show.
It's not that good. But since I haven't made anything until we're married or until we're together or while she's been supporting me, I don't know what type of prenup would protect.
Well, let me tell you a little story about someone I know.
Tell me.
That didn't get a prenup when he got married, and he wasn't doing anything spectacular at the time he got married. Then things started happening for him, and he wound up paying through the nose because he didn't think anything was going to happen.
No.
Yeah, he didn't think anything was going to happen. You know who that man was?
Who?
Mitch Cumstein.
Mitch Cumstein. I know the guy. Yeah, but can you get... How much can you really protect if you're making the money while you're with her? I don't know.
You could protect everything.
You can?
Yeah, you could. A prenup is just a contract that can be... anything could be written in it.
And even so, like, that's a very tough sell. Like, why would Jess sign a thing that says if we divorce, you don't get any of my shit?
The marriage contract in itself is you signing something that says if something happens, God forbid, that you get to give up your shit. So why shouldn't there be a contract the other way that protects your Would you ever sign a contract with a company or anything that is so one-sided and negative toward you?
No.
If your lawyer looked over a contract that was like a marriage contract, but only for a business, he would laugh and say, "What? You don't sign this."
The problem is, though, like, it makes sense to me because you and I, and I'm sure Danny as well, think about it intellectually, and it makes sense. It's on paper, blah, blah, blah. Girls think very emotionally.
Yeah, and that's how they get you.
Yeah. And so these prenups become something much more emotional than
you know what you do.
To you or I. Anthony.
You have a lawyer write one up, right? Then you just very casually during the day when you go see her, you go, "Oh, by the way, Jess, yeah, I got this. My lawyer said, it's in all of our best interests because God forbid anything happens, and it won't.
Yeah,
it won't happen. But this is here to protect both of us, so we don't have to go through the agony of anything should anything happen."
It seems very underhanded.
Underhanded is when a woman takes you to court and rapes you of everything you've made, and it's just because you were married.
Don't you think that your ex-wife deserved that money, though?
No! Not a dime of it.
You don't think so?
No.
What about the money you paid the years after the marriage? No?
No. Not a dime.
She didn't support you. She didn't get you here?
Please.
I remember we were drinking one night and you told me that she wrote half of those Reagan bits.
Oh, my God.
But could you have done it without her?
So much better.
Oh.
With so much more fun to it.
Oh.
I didn't want to go back to the house on candle night. Fucking fucking passion night. Where I drive home and all I'm thinking of is finishing up that Half-Life fucking game. And the candles are all lit in the window because she wants to make sexy time.
You didn't want to make sexy time.
Cooks dinner and fucking makes a Captain Morgan and Coke for me. And I walk in the door and she's like, "Hi." And she's trying to wear something slinky. I'm like, fuck, man.
Danny, are you worried at all about candle night? Since your chick is like at home, what if she's preparing the house for candle night and you just want to surf the web?
I got Gordon Freeman to fucking run around this motherfucker.
The difference between my relationship and Asshole's relationship is I still want to fuck my girlfriend.
There was the issue.
So like Danny would say, "Well, we'll fuck and then I'll play Half-Life." Whereas you,
I'd rather look at a head crab than her fucking pussy.
You probably were a few times.
Which looked at the same. Yeah, they kind of looked similar.
Yeah,
head crabs and I really wanted nothing to do.
You know what you should do? You should call the hardware store and just ask for a butt plug.
Yeah. Wait a minute, that was my bit.
Yeah,
I swear. No, that candle.
Candle night.
See the candles burning.
She'd put them in the windowsill? Like
yes, in the windowsill.
So you'd pull up to the house.
Like fucking, it was Christmas. Like it was Christmas or fucking Paul Revere is coming to fuck her. One if by land, two if by sea.
One if by ass, two if by vag.
Yeah. Like, you know what?
So you'd pull up to the house and see them, and what would happen?
Like, I would just get this whole scenario in my head of what the next few hours were going to be, and it didn't entail me fucking using high-tech weaponry to defeat the evil forces that were trying to kill Gordon
Now,
Freeman.
I gotta ask. So there's obviously there was an elephant in the room here, and which was let's fuck, right? But both of you, or at least from the stories, are just completely avoiding it. Or it seems that way.
Yeah.
So why wasn't it just more a direct approach, like, oh, you want to fuck tonight?
Well, she like wanted to get pregnant, so she wanted to fuck.
Some romance.
So
I
she
didn't
wanted.
want it, so
she
was
wanted like conception to be this magical flow of an evening.
Yeah, she didn't just want it to be like, hey, I'm ovulating, let's fuck. But I think she thought if she did that, I absolutely couldn't run in and just sit down at the computer and start playing Half-Life.
And she'd be in some lingerie?
Yeah. She'd be in some kind of slinky thing. Yeah.
And you couldn't be less turned on.
I could give a shit. All I was thinking is, how long till I'm sitting in front of that computer at Black Mesa facilities?
You would drive home thinking, all right, good, I just worked. I can't wait to get home and spend 6 hours playing Half-Life.
Oh, 6 hours?
How long?
Try 20 hours.
20 hours.
20 hours, 4 hours of sleep, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm talking just playing that fucking game was my life.
And then...
That was it.
And then there were candles in the window.
And then the candles in the window, and all I'm just counting off like, fuck, man, I got that level. I have to turn on the generator to supply power to the pumps to get the fucking liquid out of the thing. Now I gotta go. And she's like, oh, yeah, hey, here's some fucking dinner, and here's your drink, so you could fucking liquor up before you give me the old tagging.
And you used to fake orgasm, right?
Yes. I've told that many times that I did not want a child.
Right.
She did. I knew that telling her I didn't. I put it off for as long as I could. I said when we first got married, I said, look, I'm on the 5-year plan here. We get married, and it was with the band. I thought the band would make it. So I was like, I'm giving the band 5 years. Can't have kids because I might be having a tour and shit like that.
When you're younger and you're actually planning things, like anything in life works out to your plans.
It's gonna work. Yeah, I'm going to be a big star. Well, the band didn't kick in, but radio did. So that was about, let me think. That was creeping up on the 5-year mark of let's have a kid. So I was like, look, I just got into this radio thing. I don't know where they're going to send us. I don't want to be dragging a kid along. We're going to have to extend this 5-year plan a little further. So she let that go for maybe a year. And then, it's like, look.
Which in hindsight, you should have just said, I got this radio thing, so I'm going to divorce you.
Yes, I am going to divorce you.
Yeah. Because
that's just what we do. So why bother dragging a kid into this disaster that already is our marriage? So, she would be like, oh, well, we got to have a kid. And we've been trying, but nothing happened. Let's go to the fertility clinic. I'd jerk off in a fucking tube.
And the reason you've been trying and nothing had happened is because you hadn't been coming in it.
Because I hadn't been doing it. I made all the sounds. Yeah. And
But don't girls, feel it?
Hey, I didn't give a shit.
Doesn't matter to me.
I think there was enough moisture going on down there.
And you just gave an extra thrust or something.
Yeah. And I would really give a good prison lube thing. You kind of not, but you kind of slowly in your hand, and then wipe it on there, and then go, and it leaves a little something.
I got you.
In there, and then you make the sounds. You pull out.
It's just so funny how much effort you went to not come.
To not have a fucking kid is what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I think more people should go through that effort to not have children.
Why don't you just get a secret vasectomy or something?
Well, I was considering that, but the thought of that really makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
I get nauseous thinking about anything happening, like incisions on there, and then when they pull out the tube.
Oh.
And then do it. It made me start. See, even talking about it now, I'm feeling pale and faint. I can't handle that kind of thing. So no, I wasn't going to do that. I just figured, fuck it. I'll keep faking it and then jacking it in the can when I'm done.
Yeah.
To somebody else, by the way.
You would think about someone else?
I'd think of fucking anyone else. I'd think of Hulk Hogan before I thought of fucking her. Jesus Christ. And then And then it was done, and I knew that no baby that month.
So instead of like getting up to take a piss after sex, you'd go have a jerk off.
I'd go and have a little toss, off. Let the magic Kumius golden seed go right down the old shitter.
Because the last thing you could do is let that chick hold on to it because she wanted it. She would have shoved it in her.
Imagine us fighting over a condom full of fucking. Whew. Although I wouldn't have a condom because
Well, you're not going to use those. You don't want a kid, but you don't want to use a condom.
No, please. That's silly. Yeah, I just didn't want a kid. I didn't want to be with her. I'm so glad that ended.
Yeah.
Even though it cost me an arm and a leg. But like I said, the prenup, dude, you might want to, these things happen. You go in with the best of intentions, the most love and adoration for somebody, and something changes.
Shit happens.
Now, you're not living together, right?
Yeah, we live together.
Oh, okay, that's good. It's very good.
Yeah. We've been living together for 4 years.
Have you consummated your relationship?
No, I've gotten to second base, though.
That's good. I love that whole thing where people don't have sex before they're married.
Yeah, no.
Because that, to me, is the death knell. You can't
Of course, it's crazy.
not know what the hell you're in store for or not in store for.
It's like that Virgin show when the two hadn't even really kissed.
Oh, and the kiss was just...
And they looked like animals.
Yeah, they didn't know... They couldn't even get their lips lined up to each other's mouths.
They didn't know how to do anything.
Sucking each other's faces off. Yeah, you really need to know what the hell you're getting into.
What if you... are like when you save all that shit for marriage, right? Because I don't know how it works because I would never even think about that.
Hells no.
But like, do you do other stuff before marriage?
I don't know.
Blowjobs,
Like
maybe?
fingers or something? Like what happens?
Handies?
I'd imagine there's got to be some mutual masturbation at some point before you get married.
I would think.
No, I wouldn't get married unless I was pretty much living married life before.
Because like
In sin. As
how
they
could
say.
you
living in sin.
imagine not knowing what it smells like down there? Or
man.
whatever, and then like now you're married to this girl with some fucking stanky pouch,
Oh, shit.
and that's what you got to deal with.
And you're
now?
stuck with it. You'll probably get an annulment, I bet, on stinky pussy grounds.
Well, her pussy smells.
That's
Yes,
a big. I mean,
want
look,
an annulment.
I don't care how much I like you. Like, if your pussy reeks, like it's 75% of your points are gone.
Yeah,
That's a deal breaker for you.
Big time.
That's a big deduction.
That is a big time. I'm sorry, but it's important. It is. What am I going to say?
I mean, it's a scent.
What if my fucking cock smell like feta cheese nonstop?
You wouldn't like that.
I mean, it's no girl's going to be happy about that.
Right?
Oh, man.
Like, what if they found out that I hadn't been circumcised at age 19?
Oh,
What if
shit.
that thing was still there? And they'd be like, what the fuck is that?
What is that?
I want to talk about the contest that I pitched to management last week, since we're bringing up your penis.
Oh, yeah. Oh. You know, we have our staff meetings
Well, of
every
course
Tuesday.
you do. It keeps the ship running.
And they want us pitching bits and stuff.
Yeah, they want to know
Yeah.
what we could do in Cleveland. They want a bit, right? So I was thinking that we could have a Sam's penis challenge where we all put condoms on our cock like his foreskin, and we all have to blow up balloons with our
Piss in them.
By pissing in them.
Yeah, like a carnival game.
Yeah, well, you got to pop the balloon, like shooting the water in the clown's
Right.
mouth.
They're not going to let us do that.
No, of course not.
It's body fluids. I can't do the bodily fluid.
But it was great because, like, I just know that's how Sam's penis functioned. Like, that's really what it was, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Like,
Yes.
if you ever needed a visual, like, if everybody who's thinking about the Sam Cox story, like, if you're still confused about what's going on, that's what's going on. It was like pissing inside of a balloon
With a small
with a balloon over your dick.
with a pinhole-sized incision at the end.
You had to regulate the speed of your piss so your foreskin wouldn't fill up.
It filled up every time. I had to pinch it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's bizarre.
This is
man.
great. It's fantastic. I don't know why more time hasn't been spent on
You
it.
spent that many years blowing up your foreskin with your own piss.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then instead of now, you know, you shake it when you're done. You pinch and shake.
Oh God.
Pinch, 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 shake, shake, shake.
But then the head of your dick was always surrounded by piss. How would you clean in there?
Well, now, looking
Oh,
now, I'm like,
God.
yeah, that probably was some. But you know, once the surgery went down, I guess the doctor cleaned all that up because now it looks, ladies, it looks wonderful.
This is disgusting.
Smells nice too.
Talking about fucking
Dick smells and cunt smells.
You guys brought it up.
This fucking show sucks.
rude.